Welcome to the Big Messy Bun, episode 87. You guys, here we are. I am so excited to share with you a couple of stories this week on the Big Messy Bun. Last week on Wednesday, so the day that last episode aired, I went to work and we were having a fair, like a farmer's market type deal at my job. And I had received a text message from one of our vendors prior to the event. And she said, "Hey, are you going to be working Wednesday?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "I have a little something for you." Now, this is a woman who I had met about a year ago at the same event. And I really digged her stuff. I liked what she was selling, enjoyed her energy. We had a really great interaction. So she started watching and following the Big Messy Bun, and she follows a lot of my fitness content and things like that. So when she said, "I have a little something for you," I'm like, "Oh, that's so awesome." And she sells all kinds of little nuggets and keepsakes and things like that. So I thought I was going to get this little nugget of sorts, and I would have been thrilled. I was so like, I didn't know what to expect. You guys, I walked into work and she has made me the most, and I haven't hung it up yet, beautiful, beautiful. Can you see this? It is so gorgeous. It's so pretty. And I'm going to hang it up somewhere. Here's the thing. My recording studio, I only sit in here on recording day. And so I'm going to place this in a space that I utilize and will get to see it on the regular. Now, I might move it in here for recording days. I like to move my art around my house sometimes, but Christine from Mind Over Matters, thank you so much for this piece of art that I get to add. I'm going to probably put it in my fitness room because I spend a lot of my time. I'm in my fitness room every day, and I'm not in my recording studio here every single day. So this is going to be a piece for my gym, and I can't wait to have you at class in September, and also for you to see the artwork that you designed for me to put up in my studio. And now, on the topic of what this says, so it says messy bun and getting stuff done. So this past weekend, I was hanging out with some friends that were visiting from out of town. And we were talking about the Big Messy Bun. And they were asking me about other things that I'm doing. And I was talking about my fitness app and exercise and all these things. And the girl that we were visiting, Sam, she just was rattling off these really catchy ideas of connecting the Big Messy Bun into my fitness app. You guys, like, I don't know if you know that I'm the creator of both. So I'm the creator of the Big Messy Bun and Healthy Evolution by Katey. I tend to give her free advertisement here all the time, so you might not know. But she was meshing the two together, and the names and ideas of programs that were rolling out of her mouth, I was like, this is awesome. So I'm in the process of creating a new program. It's going to be called the Messy Morning, and you can do it any time of day. You can do it morning, you can do it night, you can do it whenever, but it's going to have to do with messy and mornings, and we're busy. So these are going to be short and sweet workouts to get you in and out of the gym, in and out, quick. So then when your life is messy, because September is a busy month. September, kids are going back in school, activities, summer's winding down. You're feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, I didn't do much all summer. Now I want to get moving my body. These are going to be perfect workouts for you on the app. You guys, I'm so jacked about that. It was such a great idea. I was like, this is fucking brilliant, And so my brain has been rolling all this last week until today, till I get to share that with you guys. So, new program coming on the app. It's going to be Messy Mornings Movement or Messy Movement. Sorry, Messy Mornings Movement, or else just M&M, Messy Movement. So, or messy mornings. I don't know. It's going to be messy's in there somewhere, but the workouts themselves will not be messy. They're going to be clean and tidy and efficient for you. And so it's just life gets messy, and it's called the Big Messy Bun. So that's why these workouts are going to be called that. Anyways, that's coming in September. Now, I have a second story that I want to share with you, and it is from one of my clients, one of my members of my fitness community that has been coming to my Zoom classes for 5 years. 5 years, okay? And I woke up to a text like that long, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, the ones that you roll and you keep reading. It was her book of wins, you guys, for the last 5 years. And I loved reading every bit of it. I loved it. And you know what I really loved about this particular woman? She is a mama. She is lots of times single parenting because her husband works out of town a lot. She has figured out a way to make this work. And you know what was really cool? At the end of the message that she sent, she said, I'm so proud of myself that I stuck to it for 5 years. She said, had I thought about 5 years in year one or day one, it would have been overwhelming. She's like, I don't even know if I would have done it. So this is a message to you, the person out there. And of course, my jam is wellness. I want you, if you do not have a movement practice, we've got to get you moving that beautiful body of yours. And so what she has done, she comes 3 times a week, and she's been coming for 5 years. And what's really neat, when she first joined, she bought a little weight stack that had 2 5s and 8s or something on the weight stack. She now has 15s, 20s, 25s in her gym, and she's training from home with these weights. You guys, it's possible. She doesn't want to run to the gym and go out. She loves that she trains at home. And what's really cool about this is her children have watched her. And they ask her, Mom, is it workout night tonight? Is it workout night tonight? Like, they know that that's something that's important to their mom. And they're seeing their mom have energy and more patience and strength. It's just beautiful. But she keeps putting in the reps. She keeps putting it in. And we can't do something. And this is often why I don't do a lot of giveaways, because I want people to commit. If I gave you a week or a month membership, that's great. But unless you're going to continue for at least 3 to 6 months, you will not get those full benefits. Month 1, sure, you're going to start to move things. Month 2, move it a bit more. Month 3, but here's the thing. The finish line doesn't end. There's no finish line. Do you want to know what the finish line is? You'll fucking know what the finish line is. It is the end. That's the finish line. And we want to keep training and keep moving through this. This brings you to the third part of this podcast today, and then we're wrapping up. And it is this. A lot of my audience is in perimenopause or menopause. Some are younger, and buckle up, sister, because you want to learn this stuff now so that you will be able to carry through these years with a lot more information and less fear about it. Okay? So I was listening to a podcast this past week by Kelly Casperson, and she had a gentleman, or she was on his podcast. Anyways, they shared a podcast. She had the best analogy about menopause, and it is this. She explained it like a tunnel, okay? And that each of the phases of our life, like, let's just forget the tunnel analogy right now. Let's just think about life. When you are a toddler or a 5-year-old, you're a 5-year-old, right? Then you become an 8 or 10-year-old. Then puberty hits and you become a puberty teenager, right? Then adolescent hits. And then maybe you choose to have a family hits. And then beyond. We don't go backwards, you guys. I don't know many teenagers that wish they were 5. I mean, I don't really talk to teenagers, but I don't know a single woman my age, 55 years old, that wants to be 16 again. Nope. We just want to keep evolving as we go and understand it's kind of a rite of passage each way. Now, yes, menopause, because it hasn't been studied very long, and here's why. People weren't living as long as we are living now. People were not, and women were not studied. So the tunnel analogy is like, the way Kelly explained it, is like we got to go through this tunnel. And for some people, it's darker than others. For some, we got a light at the end of it. For some, it might be a swamp. Like, who fucking knows? Mine, Kelly, I added that on. But You've got to get through it. And we got to just keep taking those steps through it. Now, if you feel swamped, if you feel like you don't know where the hell you are in your menopause, I have done a few podcasts on this. I believe 12 and 72, if I recall properly. I know 12 for sure, and I believe 72. But anyway, I'll share that later. I want you to get in the driver's seat. I say that a lot here on the Big Messy Bun. It is vital that you get in that driver's seat. Because if you're hanging out in the back seat, letting someone else run the show for you, and you are the show, like you are it, you're not going to get to the destination, or you won't be on that journey as well than if you're in that driver's seat. And does it work? Yes, a lot of work. Because we need to help our doctors. We need to educate ourselves so that when we go into our doctor visits, we are well informed. I don't want to go down that path too far, but I just want you to understand that we must carry on. We must keep going. When this woman joined my classes 5 years ago, and she just kept coming, she just kept going. The nights she can't come, she shoots me a message. Hey, I got this going on, that going on. I'm not going to make it. I'll do my own workout. She does a recording from before. She stays consistent. She has stayed the course. And she's like, here's to another 5 years. And yes, that's what it takes. Is it mind-blowing rocket science, crazy ass shit we're doing? No, we're doing the same consistent moves over and over. Yes, I change things. Yes, different music. Yes, I got storytelling that goes on with it and education. But it's basically we're moving our bodies 3 times a week. You guys, you've got to get focused on you and start making those plans. If you don't have one in mind, if you need help, please reach out. Please reach out. There's lots of resources that I can give to you. And also, if you're like, all right, I want to join this class, now is a great time. Get in there, get started. Maybe you're waiting for the Messy Mornings on the app that are coming out in September. Those are going to be short 20-minute workouts. Quick, get them done before the kids get up. That kind of thing. So keep your ears peeled for all of it. I'm going to wrap up. I'm about to go teach class. I just got home from work. I got to strip down from my work, get up, and get into my fitness gear. So you guys, that was episode 87 of the Big Messy Bun. Reach out, share this show, and we'll see you next week.